to come across start-finish line appears to be the U12, the Graham Trucking with J. Michael Kelly. You heard Jimmy Shane talking about that red boat with that splash of silver and black on it that was flashing. It does look good. That boat was all red a year ago, and it looks good on the water with that black and silver. I like it. Bert Henderson coming down in the 7, the Spirit of Detroit, hailing from Rockville, Ontario. Here's a good sight to see Corey Peabody in the Graham Trucking American Dream, the U-96. Great looking hydroplane. It is Dustin Eccles driving the 440 Bucket List Racing. A little dark up at the top end of the race course, but the water conditions still look very good. 2 minutes and 56 seconds, 2:56 until the start. We saw some shenanigans in the Heat 1A score-up process, the race before the race. We saw J. Michael Kelly make a great move to get the inside lane away from Jimmy Shane and Tom Thompson. Now we got to watch to see if something like that would happen now. The boats are spread all over the race course as we come up on 2:30 to the start of our Heat 1B presented by Team 1 Nissan. Here comes JMK. He has not put his foot in it at all. The boat is running at about 80, 90 miles an hour. Remember, he has to keep it over 80 miles an hour. If he doesn't, he will incur the wrath of the officials. But right now, he is out there all by himself as we approach 2 minutes. 2 minutes until the start of Heat 1B. Bert Henderson, the U7, heads across start-finish line. Corey Peabody, boat's got a little bit of compressor stalling. I think he's going to have to watch Corey and see if Bert's going to have to go all the way around, see if Corey maybe doesn't put a loop right here, and there he goes. Corey wasn't in a good spot on the race course. He's okay. He just was going to get down to that corner, and here comes JMK. He's going to come across. We're 1:30 until the start. Now watch Bert. Bert's going to cut the course because he doesn't want to go all the way around at $1.25. Same can be said for Corey Peabody. Watch both of them cut the course and come back to front. Here comes Bert. Corey will come in behind him. Now they will go down and get them. Now they could still cut the course again if they wanted to. But coming off the lower corner right now at 1 minute, J. Michael Kelly. He was making a little maneuver there with the Bucket List Racing. I wasn't sure if they were getting close together. I don't think so. They just got covered up by a little bit of Bert's rooster tail. Corey's going to have to cut the course. Corey, go back over to the backstretch again. There he goes. Takes the 98 and takes it over to the back chute. They will all hook up JMK up the top end of the course at 40 miles an hour. 40 seconds, even though he's all by himself. He's up there a little bit early. He's got to maintain 80 miles an hour. He's at 28 seconds at the entrance pin. I think he'd like to be up there around 22. So he's going to have to scruff off a little bit of speed. Watch Bert Henderson, see if he can't get a run at this thing. We're 15 seconds away from the start. It's going to be Kelly in 1. It's going to be Henderson in 2. It's going to be Peabody, I think, in 3. And then it'll be Bucket List is going to be in 3. On the outside, it'll be Peabody. We're 2 seconds, 1 second. Mark, and this one's ragged. What we call a ragged start. The start is official. It is good, and it's J. Michael Kelly. Poor Corey. Corey comes across. He was way late. He was just never in a good spot on the race course. So that's what we call a ragged start. Not at all like we saw in our Heat 1A. So it's all JMK coming off the corner, but Bert Henderson has got him in his sights, but he's already about a rooster tail and a half back from J. Michael Kelly. But Bert has got his foot in it. Look at Henderson come on the outside. Bert is now in the rooster tail. We might have a race here yet. Henderson on the outside. You're going to see the red nose. There he is. Henderson on the outside is going to make a boat race out of this. Now he's got to leave room just like Jimmy Shane did, and that's given J. Michael Kelly all kinds of room. But they're going to come down side by side. Bert Henderson in the red boat on the outside. J. Michael Kelly on the inside. We go 3 times around. If you can pick a leader on that one, you're better than I am. That's dead even. The 2 red boats. Good looking run down the front straightaway. And look at Dustin Eccles so far holding off Corey Peabody, and he's holding him off on the outside. We're in a second of 3 times around the race course. JMK's opened up a little bit by sitting on the inside. Bert Henderson still playing around on the outside, staying in the right side rear view mirror of J. Michael Kelly. Kelly up the backstretch boat real smooth. He's got about 3/4 of a rooster tail on Bert, but he knows Bert is there. Now Bert will try and make a charge as they get to the entrance pin of the corner up here. This is lap number 2 of 3. Big wall of water off both boats up there. JMK slides it out to about lane 2, and he will come down and put 2 in the books, but he's got Bert Henderson right in that right side rear view mirror. Henderson spare to Detroit, looking to pick up 300 big points here as Kelly flies the 12 across the start-finish line. And I think what you may be looking at right here is Bert Henderson saying, all right, I'll let you do that. I'll let you do that because I'll pick up my 300 second place points. But now look at the race we got coming off the top end of the course. Corey Peabody has now found his way past Dustin Eccles, but Eccles is going to stay right there on the outside. They've got 1 lap to go. The racing right now is for 3rd place. Dustin Eccles, what a day they've had today. Their first ever 150-mile-an-hour lap, and now he finds himself hooked up against his good buddy, Corey Peabody. Peabody's down there first, but there's Dustin. Dustin by a boat length. Top end of the race course. J. Michael Kelly will come down and pick up first place. Henderson squares up. He will come down and take second, but the race is up the backstretch. Corey Peabody trying to run down the bright orange as the checkered flag flies for Michael Kelly and the checkered flag flies for Bert Henderson. Now, top end of the course. Who is going to pick up 3rd place? Corey Peabody closes it up at the top end. Dustin Eccles right with him on the outside. There's 225 points at stake right here. There is Dustin on the outside. From here on out, it is nothing but pure acceleration. Mash the gas, fly the front end, get the boat out of the water, and get it down to the checkered flag. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close, and it's Dustin Eccles. Dustin Eccles pulled it off. Holy smoke, that was awesome.